Hey guys, this is Eric coming to you from Oak Glen. Right now you're watching Oak Glen Tobacconist. So there's a series of videos that we want to actually do. Part of the mission with Oak Glen Tobacconist is actually to make cigars a bit more accessible. A lot of times when there's new smokers, it's hard for them to wrap their head around the different types of cigars because there's tons of different brands that come from many different regions. There's a bajillion different cigar makers out there, some really good, some okay, and some not so good. What I want to accomplish today is talking about the anatomy of the cigar. What exactly makes up the composition? So probably the first thing to cover is what is a cigar? As we know, a cigar is tobacco leaves, all natural tobacco leaves. Many times you'll find that different regions of tobacco will actually give it a different strength and a different flavor profile. There's some cigar smokers that almost can tell right off the bat where it's from what they're smoking. There are three main parts to a cigar. You have your filler leaves, which is mostly what you're going to find scrunched up in the middle of that tobacco, in the middle of that cigar. You have your filler leaves, and that's going to be bunched up, and that's going to be held together with what's known as a binder leaf. And the binder is going to keep that, basically that shape that you want, whether it's a box press, whether it's a parejo, and then finally the wrapper that's going on the top. Now there's much debate on the internet and in cigar circles about the wrapper and the wrapper flavor profile and what it brings to the cigar itself. You'll find there's a wide school of thought that believes that the wrapper is 70% of the flavor you are tasting in a cigar, and then you'll find a lot of people throw that out the window and say that's not true. For me personally, I do consign to the belief that the wrapper is the main portion of the flavor you're actually having, and then it makes a bit more sense of why there's many different sizes of cigars. A big reason about different sizes is because the wrapper to filler and binder ratio will manipulate the taste of the cigar. And so there's a size called a lancero, and basically it's a long, almost like a Churchill, about 6.5 to 7 inches long, but really small ring gauge, sometimes 38, sometimes 40, 42. Your wrapper ratio is going to be larger, and you're going to get more taste and more flavor from that wrapper. So what I want to do right now is break down those parts. We're going to open up a cigar, get a visual on the look of filler, binder, and wrapper, and maybe we'll have a better understanding. So let's dive into it. All right, guys, so what we have here is we have two separate cigars. On the left, with the label still on it, is La Aroma de Cuba Mi Amor. It comes from the My Father factory. Predominantly, it's a Nicaraguan cigar. On the other side, sort of in tatters, is another cigar. It's Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look at it, and as far as the different parts. As I say, it's a Sumatra wrapper, lighter wrapper. Very spicy cigar. So that's the wrapper portion, and as I say, it's kind of coming off, it's in pieces. Now right here, it sort of looks like it's really veiny. This is the binder. This is what is going to be holding together all the filler leaves inside. Now, all of the filler leaves are right here. You can kind of see inside the middle, and it's basically bunched all together. Depending on the actual maker, sometimes you'll get a really packed, tight draw, and really tight pack. Sometimes you get a really loose draw, loose packed. So that's our second portion, is the actual binder itself. So if we were to take the binder off, and the binder has been placed in a mold to sort of hold that shape. Okay, so now we're coming down to the foundation of the cigar as well, and that is the actual filler leaves. Now, as you'll see, they're almost shredded up. Pure tobacco. That is all. There's no additives unless you're smoking maybe an infused cigar or a flavored cigar. But this right here is the third component, your filler leaves. And so that's where we have that. Now, if we were to take our Mi Amor, My Father is a amazing brand. They put out great smokes. They've won twice in Cigar Aficionados #1. They've been featured multiple times. They just came out with a new cigar called La Promesa. The Mi Amor is actually, it's a really good smoke. And as I say, the wrapper right here, this is actually a Cuban seed Maduro, but it comes from Mexico's San Andreas. So it would be referred to as a Mexican San Andreas wrapper. Very spicy, very strong, full-bodied. And then underneath, the binder holding this box press shape together, that would be Nicaraguan, all Nicaraguan tobacco, and then the filler as well. All the filler leaves would be Nicaraguan as well. Nicaraguan is known for making stronger cigars. So yeah, guys, that covers the anatomy of the cigar. You have your filler, wrapper, and binder. I'd like to thank you for watching. More videos will be coming forward. Perhaps we'll talk about cutting and lighting and even cigar reviews as well. For now, thank you for joining us on Oakland Tobacconist.